Every day around the world, wildlife faces enormous challenges, from habitat destruction to poaching and climate change. Yet, amidst these struggles, there are powerful stories of resilience, recovery, and hope. In this video, we'll explore some of the most inspiring success stories in wildlife conservation and examine the ongoing challenges that threaten the survival of species and ecosystems. Let's start with one of the most iconic species, the Bengal tiger. Once on the brink of extinction, with fewer than 2,000 tigers left in the wild, conservation efforts have made significant progress. Thanks to the establishment of protected reserves, anti-poaching laws, and intensive monitoring, the population of Bengal tigers has risen by about 30% over the past decade. In India, the government has implemented the Project Tiger program, which has helped safeguard over 50 tiger reserves. Through habitat restoration and a reduction in poaching, this program has turned the tide for the Bengal tiger. Today, the number of tigers is slowly but steadily rising, proving that targeted, well-funded conservation efforts can lead to real, measurable change. Another heartwarming success story is that of the giant panda. Once considered vulnerable, with fewer than 1,000 individuals left in the wild, pandas are now classified as vulnerable thanks to conservation programs in China. By protecting and restoring bamboo forests, their primary food source, and establishing a network of more than 60 panda reserves, the population has rebounded to over 1,800. The efforts of China's giant panda conservation program have been a model of how targeted habitat protection, breeding programs, and community involvement can save a species. Today, the panda is no longer on the edge of extinction, and its recovery is a beacon of hope for conservationists everywhere. On the coasts of the world, another success story involves the incredible sea turtle. Despite the immense threats posed by poaching, habitat loss, and climate change, conservation efforts have brought certain species back from the brink. The green sea turtle, for instance, has seen a remarkable recovery due to the establishment of marine protected areas, the reduction of illegal egg harvesting, and efforts to clean up beaches. Conservationists have also worked to reduce bycatch, the accidental capture of turtles in fishing nets, through the development of turtle-friendly fishing gear and the implementation of no-catch zones. These combined efforts have led to the steady increase of sea turtle populations in certain areas, though there is still much work to be done. While these stories are cause for celebration, wildlife conservation is far from finished. The challenges faced by the natural world continue to grow. Habitat destruction remains one of the biggest threats to biodiversity. From deforestation to urbanization, vast swathes of wildlife habitat are disappearing at an alarming rate. The Amazon rainforest, known as the lungs of the earth, is being ravaged by illegal logging and fires, putting countless species at risk. Take the orangutan, for example. This iconic species, found in the rainforests of Borneo and Sumatra, is critically endangered due to deforestation caused by the palm oil industry and illegal logging. Habitat loss, coupled with poaching, threatens their survival. Conservationists are working to protect orangutan habitats, but much more needs to be done to prevent their extinction. Then there's the issue of climate change. As global temperatures rise, species that depend on cold climates, like the polar bear, are facing a perilous future. Melting ice caps mean less hunting ground and fewer places to build dens. Although some organizations are working to mitigate the effects of climate change, the window for action is closing fast. Despite these challenges, solutions are on the horizon. The fight for conservation is not over. From reforestation projects to the creation of marine protected areas, there are positive changes happening worldwide. The growing involvement of local communities, governments and businesses in conservation is also encouraging. For example, in Costa Rica, massive reforestation efforts have helped restore large swathes of tropical rainforest, which is not only benefiting wildlife, but also helping to combat climate change. These restored habitats are providing critical refuge for species like the scarlet macaw and the jaguar. Another beacon of hope comes from the world's rhino populations. Through innovative anti-poaching efforts, smart collaring and community-based conservation programs, countries like South Africa have helped stabilize rhino populations, though they still face threats from poaching and illegal trade. To continue these successes, we must focus on education, sustainable practices, and strengthening laws to protect wildlife. We also need to raise awareness and empower local communities to become stewards of their own natural resources. Together, we can ensure that the next generation inherits a planet teeming with diverse wildlife and thriving ecosystems. Wildlife conservation is not just about saving individual species, it's about preserving the very foundation of life on Earth. From the inspiring success stories of species like the tiger, panda and sea turtle, to the ongoing struggles faced by many others, our actions today will determine the future of our planet's biodiversity. Let's continue to fight for wildlife and ensure that the wonders of nature remain for generations to come. Title: Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more wildlife conservation stories and updates on screen text.